Let's take a Miranda. What? Wait, what is that?
We call it a bold star. If you're filming naked.
Philippine Korean English.
Hi. This conversation, hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? It sounds a little awkward. It doesn't sound natural. It's kind of it makes sense, but it sounds like textbook English.
Oh, this is actually really first lesson in our textbook of our first grade in elementary school. They teach English like this. And of course, when you say, I'm fine, thank you, it's not ending. You have to plus and you. This is how we got taught.
And it's not like in a conversational tone, but we also like, I'm fine, thank you, and you. That's how we learned it.
Yeah, it's like the basic
Like
words,
little kids.
phrases and sentences that we learn as kids, I think.
Yeah, I think like that is very like the basic the conversation to start, right? But I heard like the fine, the answer is very not good answer. I heard that because the fine, they might think, oh, they might have some problem. They are not fine, kind of, right? So that's why I think hi, hello is very like kind of the common thing, but the American people not just answer like kind of the fine. So maybe they just say like good or what about you?
I think in conversation, we would usually say, oh yeah, I'm good, I've been good. More commonly, you'll hear that I'm fine, thank you, and you is not very casual sounding. It's kind of textbook sounding. It makes sense. So if you do use this, we will understand you, but it's just not as commonly used. So do you think you use any different English words in your own countries?
I think we have a lot of English loanwords in Indonesian that maybe like the meaning would stray away from the original English meaning. Like even when we say an Indonesian sentence, we would put some English words in the middle, and that's just become like the new slang nowadays, especially to the younger generation.
Are there certain words that you always use English?
I think there are some words that are more common, also some words that can be translated, but we're more used to the English version. For example, like selfie. Like we do have an Indonesian translated word for it, but people are so used to selfie that we just use selfie. Like those kinds of loan words.
Honestly, because I'm a hip hop guy. Use a lot of hip hop words like damn, like this kind of words in China.
In China?
In China, we use damn. We say this now.
Oh, really?
This is so funny. And in the Chinese internet, social media, we use M3. So it's like Chinese, but in English, which means namsai.
Really? Is it specifically for people that...
It's originally from Chinese hip hop fan, but once it's got widespread, so everyone is using it. M-sign.
Interesting.
It's like a meme. We make it like a meme.
I feel like, yeah, if things become viral online, then everyone kind of starts saying it, yeah.
많이는 안 쓰는데 뭔가 그냥 진짜 필요할 때만 가끔 일본 사람들이 영어가 좀 이상하다 뭐 그렇게 말 자주 듣습니다.
I think like the people just getting know about English these days, so they using a lot of English, even like kind of the TV show kind of. They also using a lot of English these days. For sure, we have just own our words, like the Konglish kind of. The meaning makes sense, but that is not real English kind of. So maybe some Korean people, me also like they're a little bit confused, like kind of skinship.
Yeah.
But skinship is not that skinship, right? Like the physical.
We say PDA, public display of affection.
That kind of thing. So we maybe just using just on our English words.
Yeah, there's a lot in Korea. Service.
Oh yeah.
At first I was kind of confused. I know what it means, but we wouldn't say it in that way, but it's an English word still.
Also like one room. One room means a studio apartment. But like when I first came here, I'm like, what is a one room? I know there's one room, but you say studio apartment, and when I talk to Koreans, they're like, is that not English? I'm like, no. There's also two room or like two jobs.
Yeah,
like
that's
that. One
true.
piece.
Miranda. Let's take a Miranda. Huh? What? Wait, what is that?
I have a guess.
I have a guess too. I
think
it's
it's
from
from
Philippines.
Philippines. I don't know, it sounds Spanish to me, so like this is the only close to Spanish speaking language.
Philippine, of course.
Because I was silent? Is that
Yeah,
why?
No, that's
It's Philippine words though.
I would say Philippines.
Yeah, it is.
What does it mean though?
It's like we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It comes after. It's like a break wherein you can eat in between lunch and dinner. Somewhere in the afternoon. We don't usually eat like what we eat from lunch. We usually eat snacks or something sweet.
Is it like tea time?
bread? Yeah,
Tea time.
tea time. Post-afternoon tea time. Yeah, before dinner. So you guys guessed it, right?
So it's kind of like snack time before the meal.
Is it like all the Philippines using this word?
Yeah, we do. But we don't, not everyone can eat merienda. It's just that if you have an afternoon break, you guys can eat. Some office or some companies, they give 15 minutes break to,
Oh, that's nice.
So it's like, oh, let's take a merienda and talk about something.
yeah. Most of the time it's sweet. And since the Philippines is hot, we eat sometimes halo-halo. You know halo-halo, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like a bunch of different ingredients put inside, shaved ice, and it's really good.
Would you say Chinese word, 下午茶, afternoon tea?
I think we do have a snacking culture. We have a lot of like snacks.
Yeah, Indonesian snacks are quite famous.
So we just say cemilan, which is like just snacks, or like jajan yuk, like let's go shop for some snacks, like jajanan. Oh, that is a thing that's not translatable. Interesting.
Oh.
Jajanan.
Oh, my tension is high. I think I know.
I have a guess.
Only because I've heard like phrase, oh, high tension. You have high tension. Yeah, Korea, I think.
Yeah, we're using that more. But actually, high is like kind of the when you just get drunk, you guys can say like hi, I'm high, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's actually like the from English maybe.
Tension, I've heard it in the case of if someone has a lot of like, what, energy or something, right?
It's not used in the same way in English, right?
Not really. So I heard it in Korea, like for example, my friend was out and she was dancing like crazy, you know, drinking, dancing. Korean friend was like, oh wow, high tension, you have high tension.
Energetic and something.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I would get what they mean, I would understand, but it's just not a phrase we would typically use in that way.
네, high tension, tension high.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. So how can I say like in regular English about that?
Wow, she's lit. I mean, that's kind of slang. I would say lit or high energy, hyped. I think hyped is good. Bed space?
I can't even.
I'm like
guess.
trying to look and like, who knows?
I think everyone's confused right now.
I'm trying to think of what that would mean. When I see that word, oh, if there's a couple, like, yo, give me some bed space, you're in my space, but I don't know if that's right.
Is it somewhere where you can sleep? Like even on the floor, like I'm so tired, this would be my bed space.
I don't know, because everyone's looking a little confused.
We're still guessing the country.
Oh, is it Japan?
Really? What does it mean?
베터 스페이스라고 하는데 침대가 있는 공간을 근데 영어로 저렇게 쓰면 전
그럼 어떨 때 저런 걸 쓰는 거예요?
예를 들어서 집을 구매를 할 때 아니면은 그냥 거기에 살 때
그러면은 뭐 베드 스페이스가 얼마나 큰지 이런 걸 말하는 거예요?
맞아 그림으로 그냥 일본어로 베터 스페이스라고 써 있어요.
Okay, it's from me.
But it's also in Japan.
Really, it's in Japan.
Like, yeah, she's been explaining.
She's explaining everything.
In the Philippines, like if you're renting, you share a room. It doesn't necessarily mean you share the bed with someone else. So it can be a bunker or it can be two beds in one room or regardless. It's a shared room. That's the whole concept. Room for rent and then bed space. It means you'll be sharing with someone else.
So make a sentence out of it.
Bed space available, looking for male bed space or something like that. So sometimes they specifically share what kind of gender they need to be in because if it's an all girls room, an all guys room,
Like hostels, how they have kind of bunk beds and there's...
you're not renting everything on your own. It's probably a shared bathroom too, definitely, and a shared bed space, so you have a roommate. They don't post like looking for a roommate. I've seen some tarpaulin like signs like wanted female lady bed spacer.
A bad spacer. Cool.
Viking?
Viking?
I just think of like the...
Wait, but I think it's one of these.
I
two
think it's
countries.
Japanese.
바이킹그라고 그 뷔페 무제한으로 먹는 거를 바이킹그라고.
Is it because like Vikings eat a lot, so they just call it Viking?
That's what
'Cause
I
it's
was
like all you can
thinking.
eat like a Viking.
Eat like a Viking.
Eat like a Viking.
That's really creative.
Is that why?
How can they think of this word?
As in?
As in,
Isn't that just a
Japanese.
normal English word?
없는데요? 아스잉?
Indonesia.
The thing is, I don't even know if it is. So it's like,
I need the answer.
Yeah, hint please.
In America, how would you think of it?
If I see just as in, if we're explaining kind of an example.
As in the case of blah blah blah.
Okay. It's from the Philippines.
What? You're like spying though. She's like spying.
Mafia.
You're good at this, okay.
So, as in is like, you know how Philippines have incorporated a lot of words from Spanish and English, right? And we also use this when we're speaking in Taglish. As in means overly, like extremely, like as in.
What?
In.
Oh, is it kind of like a slang?
I make a sentence.
Whenever we're talking about someone, we're gossiping like,
Oh, okay.
So that is like the one of the reaction or like the gesture.
yeah, something like that.
We can go to Philippines for travel after this.
Yeah, as in. Okay, the next time I go Philippines, I can use that.
You guys are creating English.
I was really puzzled. It doesn't have any meaning. Sometimes we would speak Tagalog and then we would put as in to express ourselves.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Me time.
Oh, I know. This is China. My friend used this.
isn't it a normal English word?
I would understand it, but at first I didn't know, and I asked my friend, and he said that it means my alone time. Commonly, we wouldn't say me time. Maybe we would say alone time.
I actually don't know because I don't use this.
Oh, really? Is it right?
From China?
No one's revealing?
Yours?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Really?
It's from we use this a lot in Indonesia, and
That's the reason I don't know. We are using this word though.
Interesting.
But I didn't know that it wasn't a normal English word because we use it so much. Like it does mean alone time. So like, oh, I need some me time. Like I need some alone time. Is it not English?
It's English, but I think the phrase, we wouldn't necessarily say it like that. We would understand though.
Yeah, I understand it too.
I didn't know it came from Indonesia.
I didn't know it wasn't English.
Oh yeah. This one next?
This is Korean.
It seems Korean.
Yeah.
All the couple thing related.
Right, the same clothes with boyfriend or girlfriend.
It's a culture thing. Everywhere, like matching hoodies or even like sneakers, jackets. Yeah, it goes with the kind of couple culture.
Do you think how can I say just in English about that word like couple? You guys don't using that word, right?
Well, it's just not a culture for us. We don't have an exact phrase, so we would just say maybe like matching outfit.
Mansion.
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 만성. 아파트처럼 생긴 큰 건물, 그 집을 일본에서는 만션이라고 해요. 맨 말고 일본어로 만션.
Same in the States. Mansion would be a really big fancy house. Like not just big, but like rich. With a pool, huge, multiple rooms.
사라리만.
Oh, that's Japan. That's Japan.
That's Japan.
I've heard that before.
회사원이에요. 회사원.
Just a normal employee.
카타카나로 써야 돼가지고 사라리만은 용어가 아니죠. 저 헷갈리네요.
Until which level can you guys call a salaryman? If it's a team leader, if it's a manager, do you still call them like a salaryman?
If I would hear salaryman, it's not commonly used exactly, but I would just think it's a man who makes a salary. So they work a 9 to 5 and have a set income each month.
Regardless of the position.
Oh,
It's a healing spot.
is this Korea? Healing is such a English word used a lot in Korea.
Maybe healing spot? Yeah, maybe we using that word. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, we also use healing.
The same meaning?
I think similar to how Koreans use it. Like when we say like, I need healing. It doesn't mean like I'm physically sick and need like actual healing, but like I need to go somewhere to relax. That's like, oh, this is healing.
Yeah, for example, I went outside of Seoul and I did this kind of trip, and it was a healing trip. And it was called healing, and then we went in nature, we had tea, and then we had like a foot spa. So it was kind of healing your mind and body with nature and everything. So yeah, I guess it is kind of like Konglish. It makes sense in English, but we wouldn't typically use healing in that way.
So maybe in my case, I'm using like the healing time than healing spot maybe. Yeah, I need healing time, kind of. Yeah, relax time.
I think it's also a new word. Like it came out recently. Like since like mental health is becoming a big thing. People are like, I need healing.
That makes sense.
So you guys are using the same.
일본에서도 힐링 스포트 말고 약간 힐링 여행, 힐링旅行라고
Same meaning.
거의 비슷하게.
In China, we don't say it is a healing, blah, blah, blah. It's healing to help me, heal my heart.
We don't also say healing spot in my country, but we would understand what you're trying to say.
Both? Both is English. America.
Bold. Is America on the list of countries?
I think it's Philippines.
Yeah. You just create English.
Okay, it's the Philippines. It's very wholesome. Can I say it here? So it's something rated R, like the movies. We call it a bold star. If you're filming something bold, naked, so it's a
Oh
rated
my
R movie.
God.
This is like an old term. We call like, can I say?
It'll get flagged, so you have to like say corn.
Okay, so corn star is bold star to us. We will say like, may bold ka ba dyan? Like if you're asking your friend, do you have corn? Or yeah.
There's a difference between rated R and corn. Would you say both are bold?
Well, I think what's widely used now, it's corn, right? Corn is now, it's the new term. This is quite a bit old, but we still use it. Korea.
Yeah, 'cause that's Korean. Noon shopping.
Don't buy, just like the browsing. Yeah, window shopping.
We use the same term
Eye
in
shopping?
Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah, but in Indonesian, like belanja mata literally means like eye shopping. So it's like when you don't shop, but you just look around.
What about other countries? What would you call this?
윈도우 쇼핑.
只看不买.
Just see, don't buy.
Yeah. Just say don't buy. We don't have this word combined together.
Oh, it's Chinese.
Could be, but also Korea, because I started saying so a lot because I hear it so much.
I think it's both.
American actually they don't use so.
No, but also when I was in Japan, and I used to work at a Japanese university in the US, and the Japanese students also said so. Yeah.
Just so.
Like this so.
Yeah, Chinese actually say that.
It's an East Asian.
But we use it too.
Yeah, maybe many countries.
Add oil. This is Chinese one. This is a really typical Chinese one.
Is it just in the restaurant if you're asking?
What do you think?
Add oil to the pan. I don't know, like, or
Just at the restaurant.
the
maybe?
spicy oil in a restaurant, you know?
So you think it's add some spicy oil?
Or any oil, like in a pan.
Add oil.
Just add oil.
No. This is really interesting and really typical. This is whiting. So we add oil. This oil is not that kind of oil. This oil means gasoline.
Lighting the fire and
Add energy and the car goes.
That's really nice.
That's like whiting.
oh, that's cool.
We say in Chinese, 加油, ref.
Referee.
Chorus? Like in a song?
Like France, maybe.
It's refrigerator. Yeah. Short term for refrigerator, like open the ref.
In the States, most people call it fridge. Get some snacks in the fridge.
Not refrigerator?
You can, but mostly we just say fridge. I think maybe it depends, but
Philippine great English.
But I think Philippines has a lot more English loanwords because English is common language in Philippines.
I'm actually surprised that I thought you would get a hint of some words, but yeah.
I was surprised me time wasn't English.
yeah, well, it is, and we can understand it, but maybe it's commonly used. So it is kind of interesting when I hear these kind of phrases in some other countries when I travel.
So when I say add oil, can you relate oil to gasoline?
I didn't get it at first, but then once you told me, then I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense.
We were thinking about cooking.
Okay, so today we talked about English word differences from 6 different countries.
If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
We will see you next time.
Bye.